Hi, and welcome back to my channel. This is Richard from English for Positive Change. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can plan a really effective and valuable lesson for your students that will not only give them confidence in their communication and their general level of English, but will also have a positive impact on their lives. And the best thing about it is this is a lesson that you can plan. I'm going to show you how you can plan lessons in 15 minutes or so that you can use again and again across all the different levels from A2 to C2 with only minor tweaks and changes. Sound good? Okay, so check out the video, subscribe to my channel, and if you're interested in becoming a really outstanding English language teacher and one who makes an even bigger difference to the lives of their students, then please, you can find the full version of this workshop in my breakthrough course on my website, englishforpositivechange.com. I'll put the links down below in the description and in the comments. I want you to experience more fun, more freedom, and more fulfillment in your teaching. So check out those courses if you want to transform your teaching and take it to the next level. Thank you. So how do we plan one lesson that we can use across levels, which is engaging and which we can use multiple times with differing results and plan it, okay, not immediately probably, but once you get the kind of gist of the process in about 15 minutes. Okay, well, the first step, I think, which takes does a lot of the work for you, is pick a topic which is inspiring or engaging from the beginning, which is relevant to your students. So that could be relevant to their language needs if you've known them for a while, or relevant to the group. So you've discovered what their interests are, teenagers, whatever they're into, skateboarding or certain type of music, or it could be an exam class, they're doing an exam. And also that's personally or universally relatable. So we're all people, and we all, there are certain topics which we just can all universally be interested in, like, I don't know, how do you relax, talking about your best friend, or what excites you, what lights you up. Okay, it's not just because I'm from Portsmouth, but I don't know, a pretty passionate person, and I think it's always a good start if you can pick something which you're kind of 90% sure that's going to have a kind of universal interest. Right, we're going to do a lesson about designing your perfect. That ticks the boxes. You know, could be quite engaging. I personally think this is a really important exercise that anybody should be doing, to anybody who aspires to live, I don't want to say their best life, but I've just said it, you know, to live a spectacular life. Okay, we've got one life, we're here for a little while, so let's go for it. So in today's class, we're going to design your perfect day. Right, the first thing to do in the lesson, after you've introduced the topic, is to engage. Okay, straight away, just give the students a topic. Give the students a mini task. Okay, there's no preparation at all in this. You know, there's no materials to prepare. If you're teaching online, okay, you might just want to type that instruction onto a Google document. There's nothing fancy. Complete this sentence with your own ideas. Do you guys just want to do that in just in the chat? A perfect day is when Send me your answers in the chat. Great. Mandy says, a perfect day is when I'm exploring a different country and different culture, something completely different to my norm. Lizzie, a perfect day is when you have time to eat, work out, see a friend, and cuddle a loved one and do something wonderful. Yeah, lovely. A perfect day is when I achieve my goals for the day, says Ellie. Yeah, very nice. Jim, a perfect day is when I do what I want with zero outside influence or interference. Oh, that sounds heavenly. Stephanie, a perfect day is when I get up when I wake up, have a leisurely breakfast, go out with good friends for a walk, have lunch in a restaurant, get home late to drinks in a local bar, go to bed very happy. And Sean, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it.
You are, thank you.
Okay. Perfect day is when I'm outside in the countryside, whether it be raining or sunny. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got a universally engaging topic. We've got the students on board and they're engaged. And obviously you can set this up how you want. Share their ideas on the screen, in pairs, breakout rooms, whatever. Okay, so engaging straight away, and you can see there's no preparation involved at all. The next thing to do, just as you plan, so you've got an umbrella topic, which is designing your perfect day. We've engaged them. As you're just scribbling your plan down on a piece of paper, you're going to just add simple, logical extensions to tasks. Now, if this is a kind of new way of planning or whatever, then obviously with more experience, the more types of tasks and ideas will just come, just trust that they will come to you naturally. So in this case, just found a quote, a perfect day is when the soul smiles. And then you might ask the students, whose idea was closest to this? So from the previous, the warmer, I think Jim's was closest to that. When he's left to his own devices, you just see his soul purring, smiling, etc. So it's just a simple extension to that task. Right, next, step 3. Add the next simple logical task. Okay, so got my piece of paper, I'm planning it. Design your perfect day. Okay, my perfect day is blah, blah, blah. Next, what would your perfect day be like? So let's think about that. What would your perfect day be like? Okay, what would it actually involve? This is the sort of theory bit, which is going to back up your planning. So we've got that task. What would your perfect day be like? And at this point, and at some point during this task-based type of lesson, you want to feed in a language point. Okay, that might be, if you're saying, well, I don't think I can do this type of teaching because I use a course book. Not true. Use the language point. Maybe your starting point will be your language point from the course book, and then you might work your way backwards to the umbrella task that you're going to create. In this case, I've got my task, perfect day, and I'm going to add a language point. So a few things that you need to have in mind. You're going to anticipate the kind of language that your students will need to complete that task. Okay, I'm going to give you an example in a minute. All right, so anticipate. What would your perfect day be like? What would I say to answer that question? Well, maybe it would involve some kind of blah, blah, blah. First of all, I might da, 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 da. So getting an idea of the language that your students are going to need to complete that task. to complete that task well. As you anticipate, we also need to consider the level of the students. Okay, so remember we're planning a class that we could teach at A2, we could teach it at C2. But the type of language that we're going to feed in and anticipate that they need is going to be, this says at I+1. Okay, let me just explain. Well, I+1, this comes from Stephen Krashen's comprehensible input theory. Okay, this is the theory bit. Basically, that all of our students have an existing level. Okay, they have an existing level of competence, and as the teachers, we add value and we challenge our students when we offer something just one level above where they are at the moment. And Krashen's theory says that our students can absorb and acquire and learn one level above where they are in a kind of a natural way. Okay, so they can infer the meaning and start to play and experiment with the new stuff that we're showing them. Right, here's two students talking about their perfect day.
So I think that's what my perfect day would be like, Jim. What's your perfect?
Nice, actually. A lot of that would sounds good to me, actually.
Nice.
Before I did anything, I'd also like to start the day with a run. I'd spend the day mainly going to art galleries. That's kind of my most favorite thing to do at a weekend. Later on, I'd meet my girlfriend, perhaps for an afternoon drink. She's sat facing me, scowling at the remote. Then I might head on to... No, then I might invite some friends to join us. I can see myself sitting outside, having a nice drink with friends. It would definitely involve some kind of... I was going to say the exact same word Joel said, creativity. So that could be, I don't know, writing a poem, anything like that, any kind of creativity. Maybe I'd go for a meal later on, depending on how the mood took us.
Okay, so we're talking a lot about the planning and the theory behind what we're going to do. That's the students in action, and obviously students can repeat this. This is then classroom management. It's down to you how many times you get your students in different breakout rooms, practicing, adding things, and all the time you're free. Okay, you are free. The students are engaged. They've got the language to experiment with, and they've got their own ideas to incorporate. It's not 100% prescriptive at all.